moment of clarity set Greg on a path to redemption. This eventually led to a presidential pardon. With unwavering support from his wife Pam, Greg built a successful drywall business from the ground up, expanding into manufacturing and diversifying services. Their dedication to community upliftment is evident in projects like the Glory House and various charitable contributions. In 2024, they transitioned their company into an employee-owned model, ensuring long-term benefits for their team. Greg's story stands as a testament to resiliency and the power of second chances.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to let you know, after me, there is a Mr. Sorensen speaking. And I want to start by thanking the Hall of Fame, all the other inductees. What an awesome, tough group to follow. And congratulations to everybody. I want to thank my good friend Craig Lloyd for nominating me for this event. I know it was a lot of hard work for him and his wife and Don Scott and everybody else that helped with this. If you don't believe in miracles, I have stunning news. You're witnessing to it is a miracle that I'm alive still, and it's a miracle that I'm on this stage being inducted into the South Dakota Hall of Fame tonight. Thank you to the Hall of Fame and to all of you. You've recognized me not just for the man that I've become, but for the man I fought to become. Through struggles, through the darkness, you've chosen to see me not for my worst moments, but to celebrate what I have achieved. And I want to thank all of you for that. At age 66, I seek to be a person of empathy, compassion, decency, integrity, and generosity. Working to lift others who are left less fortunate. Committed together with my wife Pam Sands to pay forward the blessings that are bestowed upon us. I'm a proud husband of 29 years, brother, uncle, business leader, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and South Dakota Hall of Famer. My past is messy. My story has its chapters of failure and shame. I'm a recovering addict. Addicted to cocaine, alcohol, crack, it didn't really matter. I'm an ex-convict who served 2 years in federal prison for drug distribution. I was guilty, because everyone else in there with me wasn't. I've suffered more overdoses than I can remember. And I came close to death multiple times. Just two incidents. One was in downtown Los Angeles on Skid Row at 3 o'clock in the morning in a drug deal gone bad with multiple people hopping in the vehicle, and I just walked away alive, and I was lucky. Another time was an inmate had a razor blade to my throat, and I walked out of that through God's grace. Mental health has been an issue for me about half of my adult life. And I have been diagnosed with a mild anxiety disorder. I take medication for it daily. It works, it's stabilized. My journey began with multiple childhood trauma. My father walked out on us in Fargo when I was a toddler, leaving my mother, Phyllis Sands, alone to raise me and my brother. Poverty was reality. Mother worked tirelessly, had 2 or 3 jobs to put food on our table and clean clothes on our back, and we always had both. She was wonderful. We moved to Minneapolis, and my mother, a strong, loving woman, found herself trapped in an abusive relationship that nearly destroyed us. Seven years of hell and violent beatings as a young child. My mother courageously reached out to my grandparents, Bud and Elsie Christensen from Britain, South Dakota, don't you know? And they came and rescued us back to South Dakota. That was the reality of my childhood. That was what was normal to me. Safe but traumatized, we settled in Aberdeen. I managed to test out of high school with a GED. At age 16, I never went back to school. That was the end of my formal education. Everything else I learned about running and building a company, I learned while I was running and building our company. Endowed with good instincts, street smarts, and a strong work ethic, I struck out on my own at age 17 and moved to Rapid City, South Dakota. Went to work as a drywaller. It's been a good gig. And launched my construction career in a wild nomadic lifestyle. Despite a whole lot of shocking and risky misadventures in my early childhood, eventual freedom from active addiction gave us a second chance at life, and we started a whole new course. I praise God for every good day that I remain clean and sober. I entered recovery March 17th of '93, and I've been in for 31 years. Sands Wall Systems, the company that Pam Sands and I co-founded, has achieved tremendous success over the last 3 decades. When we did our ESOP last year, we were about 33rd in the nation for companies like us, and it was awesome. I have coped, survived, and thrived by the grace of God in miracle recovery and by the unconditional love, understanding, and support of my rock, Pam Sands. And I have thrived because of the countless friendships and relationships and colleagues that have spent hundreds of hours with me to build these relationships, and that is why I'm here. Without all of these other things, I am not here. It was a big group. And Jan, we've got a job for you. It's a 25-year position. Triumph has demanded decades of grueling work and sacrifice and great risk. Our amazing team at the 100% employee-owned Sands Wall Systems taught me that the importance of caring for one another on the job, at home, and in the community. Craig Lloyd reminded me not to judge people too quickly, to take the high road because there's less traffic, hire the best people and hang on to them. My friend Dick Muth boosted my confidence when I first met him at a party at Craig's house. He said, "Greg, if you can turn your life around like that, anybody can." And Dick Muth was right. If I did it, anybody can. Because I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't, so Dick was right. It's kind of rare, but Bill Hinks taught me that once you've achieved financial success, giving back matters more than anything else. My peers in recovery, they saved me, they taught me that addiction is a disease, not a moral deficiency. Reverend Roger Fredrickson, founder of Glory House, taught me that nothing can separate us from God's love. Dave Johnson, my counselor at the Glory House, believed in me when nobody else did. Matt Stanley showed me how to positively channel my obsessive behaviors. Thomas Otten modeled for me that love is patient and love is kind. President Bill Clinton granted me a pardon in 2001, demonstrating forgiveness is a cornerstone of a civilized society. I accept this award in humble appreciation to those who gave me a second chance, and in special recognition of my brother Dunbar, who cared for my beautiful mother and my wonderful dear grandmother. When I was sick and in the depths of addiction for 15 years. Most important, I dedicate this award to Pam Sands. If Pam Sands was not my partner, I wouldn't be on the stage. Friends, we all know someone who is struggling. All of you know somebody who's struggling, whether it's with mental illness, addiction, trauma, or all three. My hope is that my story offers a little light to those who are hurting, and I hope it offers a little light to their loved ones that there's hope. Finally, for those of us who have found our way, who have seen some light, let us remember the golden rule and our duty to come alongside those who are still fighting their battles. Thank you, and I love South Dakota.